Hi, Travel Award Search and Wandering Woman here with a Swiss Airlines Business Class experience review. I had the opportunity to fly Swiss back in June from Newark to Zurich and wanted to share the experience. I booked it in January, so about 6 months in advance, using 75,000 United miles, which I thought was pretty good, and $5.60 in fees per person for my husband and I. The flight was on their A340-300. For me, business class overseas is really all about the lie flat beds and getting some decent sleep on the way so you can get to your vacation rested and ready. I thought the Swiss seats were comfortable, but they did seem a little narrower and shorter than United Polaris. I'm based in Houston, so that does tend to be my comparison. The control buttons were one button for lie flat and one button for sitting up. So when you wanted to be in between, you had to play with the buttons to find a midpoint you liked and then adjust the footrest. There was a truly brilliant and really appreciated seat control, and that was a massage function. I used it frequently, and I thought it was fabulous. There's also the lumbar function, which is pretty common. The bedding for the flight was one pillow and a fairly simple blanket. I thought the blanket could have been longer, and I'm 5'5", so not terribly tall. The nice satiny duvets on United Polaris are a real favorite of mine, so I did miss that touch. The configuration of the seats varies quite a bit through the cabin, so look carefully if you're going to book it. Double seats in the middle have more room than those by the window, and there's some very spacious single seats by the window, but they have an additional fee. At the very end of the video, I'll tell you a little bit more about the configuration if you're booking this, but I'm going to save it for the end for those that aren't interested in that. The amenity kits came in a very cute little black tin. They had eye shades, yellow earplugs, a toothbrush, and mini toothpaste. It seems all the business class amenity kits are pretty slim these days, and I really long for a comb. The food was probably the best I've ever had on a flight, and that's saying a lot. Even in business class, I tend not to eat everything and just pick at things because it's not all that appetizing. But this was an exception. I had the oven roasted beef fillet with Parmesan potatoes, green beans, and carrots, and I thought it was excellent, and I finished every bit of it. The caprese was a nice starter. The wine was good, and service was very efficient and friendly. There was a continental breakfast, and you actually ordered the specifics for your breakfast just after you boarded. On the entertainment system, the movie selection was pretty large. It had a good variety and good-sized screens. Controls worked well. They provided headphones as well. There were power jacks in the storage unit between our seats, but ours did not seem to work. Overall, I enjoyed the flight very much. I thought the seat massage was a big plus. The food was excellent. On the downside, I did miss that silky duvet in Polaris and would have liked a little bit more control over the seating. Hope you enjoyed the review. Love for you to give us a like or subscribe to our channel. Comments and questions are welcome. Again, this is Wandering Woman with Travel Award Search. I will continue on with some of the details on the seat configuration. So the seat is configured of several component units. Just your typical seat and entertainment unit. One is a separation and storage unit that goes all the way through, and one is an open storage unit that has space to walk through. So my husband and I were in the middle section, which left to right had a seat, the separation storage unit, which went all the way across, a seat, and then an open storage unit with room to walk through. My husband was on the right side, so he had that additional storage unit. Double seats that were by the window only had a seat an open storage unit so that you could walk through, and another seat. So it was missing that additional storage unit going all the way through. Single seats by the left window were more spacious, and they had an additional storage unit that was open, the seat separation unit that went all the way through, and then another additional storage unit. When we checked in, there was an extra fee that was on the order of $200 for those seats. So they're rather expensive, and I do think they're available if you have an elite status with Swiss. So that's just a little more details on the configuration if you're looking at booking this flight. Thanks again. This is Wandering Woman with Travel Award Search. Travel wisely, travel well. Thank you.